Good morning. This is my blog on interactive gaming, um, which I've had some experience with, as I've said before, in other blogs and assignments. I was a high school teacher for 14 years, and I've done the whole gamut from when I first started games on paper to by the end of my teaching using games such as Quizlet and Kahoot, interactive gaming. So really, going to answer the question with a question about is gamification or game-based learning good? I mean, why not use gaming in the classroom if the students enjoy it, get something from it, and such like. Kahoot, Quizlet, I believe it's become extremely popular. A lot of my colleagues used it, and I began to use it also. Started with Kahoot and then Quizlet. Quizlet is more of a team-based game, so that kind of worked out pretty well in the classroom. Also use them outside of education with, I do volunteer work, referee education in the youth soccer world, and I've actually used them in classrooms where I teach young referees. I've also done them with experienced referees with adults, and they love it. So it's fun, and we've learned from other classes and such like that when kids are having fun, they're engaged, classroom management is easier, and they learn. Something that I learned to do is have the kids create their own. It's an excellent review tool. So you get through a unit, create a Kahoot, create a Quizlet, much like you asked us to do for this particular assignment. So if you had the kids have to do it, they have to know the right answer, they have to put it together, they have to do their own research. So it became a pretty good review activity for them. So when the question is asked, is it okay to use? I mean, I go back to when I was in school, and we used there's a board game called Axis and Allies, which we used to play to learn about World War II. It was a board game with dice, and you move little pieces around, but it was strategic. I've seen teachers use Risk to teach about empires and let the kids play. I mean, why not? Just because now there's new technology which allows us to do the interactive games, gosh, there's nothing wrong with the kids staring at the screen, classrooms being a little loud, a little bit of competition, as long as they're learning. Most games are educational. Monopoly, excellent game for money. Scrabble, increase your vocab. I used to play Scattergories for the world of Quizlet and Kahoot. Scattergories was, terrific for review exercise. Kids had to think about finding something that began with a certain letter of the alphabet, and it was a big competition. One of the articles talks about the stock market game. I used to play that with my kids, and they loved it. Started off on pen and paper, buying stocks, and then it became an online thing. We used to do that just before Christmas, and the kids came back first day after Christmas break, and they're like, hey, let's check the stock market, Mr. Fletcher. So it worked out really well. Haven't had much experience with the gamification that was talked about in the article. Sounds interesting. Achievement points instead of grades and stuff like that. But I will tell you that in my APA essay, I talked about virtual schools and about how learning is becoming student-driven. So, I mean, again, my question would be, why not? If it works for some, then let them do it. I'll dig into it. Like I said, getting back into the classroom here soon, I hope. So like 3D Game Lab, take a look. But anything that gets the kids engaged, I'm all for. So gamification, game-based learning, absolutely. Not every day, but certainly for review exercises. Thank you.